Gather round, everyone, and heed again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody. So we continue our questing in Zangarmarsh, and happy Monday to all. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend to take care of the fact that you had to go into work on Monday or you had to go to school on Monday. It's usually the problems that happen. And we're just going to go ahead and take care of all of the quests that we have. I'm hoping with as little problems as possible, but you never know. There we go. And again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I did, but it was busy, obviously, because I was doing the 100 subscriber live stream. I was doing an episode of Geek News and everything else, including the fact that WoW just barely started up raiding. That obviously was, that was stressful. But we got through it, and we're okay. And again, I apologize for the last episode. Everything went wrong with the recording of that, and thankfully I've been able to fix a lot of the problems there. But if I still continue to have problems, I will try and fix them as best I can, like I did with that one, and I'll just put them up, because I want to make sure that you guys get a product, instead of just all of a sudden finding me in another zone and wondering, well, what the crap happened? And down goes Mragesh, because we needed him. Oh yeah, I need to get away from the shore, because I actually got a sharp fin or something like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Here we go. So now we're going to go and take care of Terrokarr. He's kind of the next one on the list. We're just taking care of as much of it as we can. And again, happy Monday. And again, I apologize for the problem with the last episode. I'm really hoping that I fix the problem so that we don't have that issue again. I'm also hoping that I fix the live streaming issues, because now I'm starting to have that again. I actually wanted to live stream my guild's raids of Emerald Nightmare and kept on getting kicked out of YouTube via XSplit. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I can do Emerald Nightmare live streams. I'm really liking the raid so far. My guild is 5 of 7 as of right now, but we're going into raid tonight to start working on Cenarius. So hopefully that goes well, but we won't know until we get there. Let's see. We need Terrokarr, and I don't see him, which means he's probably respawning. So I'm going to magic cut really quick while he respawns. Okay, we are back, and Terrokarr is up. Let's go ahead and take care of him. There we go. So we've now slain Terrokarr. And now, the next one on the list we need to take care of is the Zangarmarsh attack plans, I believe? Yes. So we actually need to scale an ogre tower to be able to get them, and then we'll worry about the boxes of mushrooms that we need to go get. Dude, we're totally gonna get the shrooms today. That's awesome. No. And that actually is the tower right there. So we're going to be dealing with even more ogres in Zangarmarsh, but we're almost done with Zangarmarsh, believe it or not. So that's going to be great. So this is the guy, I think, or no, I think it's at the top. It's this Captain Crosh. So again, a dead enemy, so we'll be right back while he respawns. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I actually just barely realized that the Zangarmarsh attack plans are right here, so dope. Now that we've got that, let's go ahead and head over and grab some mushrooms. And again, thanks so much to the people who showed up for the 100 subscriber live stream. I was able to only get like 1 or 2 questions via private message, so I did actually try to answer them in the beginning. And I did make actually a couple of big announcements for Geek News as well as for my channel. So you guys can check that out on the 100 subscriber live stream. And we had some fun with it. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get more of the Geek News crew there, but they were busy. So we got Alex being able to show up, as well as Anime Atlas, who has been gracious enough to bring me on to his live streams recently, and I'm thankful for that. Alright, so we're just going to go in here, because you can actually either get boxes of mushrooms from these Zangarmarsh maulers, or oh, wait, never mind. These are just the crap, man. There we go. So there you go. There's one box of mushrooms. We're gonna get the shrooms, man. Yeah. That's gonna be a thing that happens. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi, buddy. I'm also thankful, because now that we've had a couple of days, I just want to also point out that I am so thankful that people have been as nice as they have with the Mighty Number 9 review. I was really worried that I was going to officially irritate a lot of people, and I didn't. Ah, crap. Did I do this wrong?
I can't attack that.
I think I just killed a rare, so... Yeah, there you go. Hi, Mr. Zangarmarsh Mauler. You don't steal my mushrooms. Well, I totally did, because I'm Drakfu. That's what I do. Okay, so we're officially halfway there, and I'm actually going to get this adamantite deposit. Oh, man, I'm still getting nuggets. So that's going to be a problem. Where did they go? There we are. So we took care of that. So all we need to do is get 5 more boxes of mushrooms, then we can turn everything in. Yeah, I'm really happy that controversy didn't happen with the Mighty Number 9 reviews, because I was really worried I was going to get a bunch of people screaming out, "Oh my gosh, you were supposed to hate it!" Which, don't get me wrong, I got 1 or 2 that did, but the majority of it was, well, that's your opinion, Drak, and yeah. So thank you. I appreciate that. And again, it just makes me disappointed that because of said controversy, we will not get a sequel to Mighty Number 9, which, for a $4 million budget, I mean, they could have saved some of that, at least in my opinion, and created a sequel. Because they were just only asking for $900,000. So at that point, I literally looked at that and went, okay, well, if you spend $900,000 per game, then you could have at least gotten a sequel and at least 2 sequels out of it. I think you would have been okay. Maybe even 4. I'm saying 3 just because, you know, crap happens. All right. So we now have that, and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick flying music while I make my way back to Zabrajin. Okay, we are back, and we're actually making a quick stop over to Watcher Lisa-O to be able to turn in this box of mushrooms quest. Yes, yes, yes. Pay no mind to buddy. I get it. Steal back the mushrooms. You have all the mushrooms that we need to create a new garden for the Boglords? Yes. These are perfect. Oh, thank you, Monk. You've been ever so careful not to disturb the natural order of things, and we've gathered so much information in such a short amount of time. Now, let's see if our little plan to grow a new food supply for the Boglords is going to work. Okay, and we actually do get a new pair of bracers for it as well. That'll be helpful. Drakfu, let's go see if this plan will work. Come along, buddy. Okay. Okay, I'll follow you. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but let's just find out. Oh, sorry, Mr. Warrior. I didn't mean to start up the event so you can't turn in your quests. But I gotta turn in my quest too. Basically, she's just going out to the area to try the new mushrooms, see if the Boglords will like it. Do. Okay, let's see about using those mushrooms you brought back to grow the Boglords a new food supply. Okay, I like the idea. And there it is. There's a big mushroom. Wait and see what happens. Okay. So there's a Boglord. He's hungry. The hungry bog lord takes a piece of the mushroom tree and holds it to his nose. Seemingly satisfied, it eats it. Oh, buddy, you big baby, look, it's working. It's really working. Now all I need to do is grow more of these mushrooms here, and the bog lords will likely leave the sporelings alone. So the hungry bog lord uproots the rest of the mushroom tree and makes off with it. So it looks like we have a solution. Oh, thank you, Drakfu. You've made it possible to save both the sporelings from the bog lords. To save both the sporelings from the bog lords and the bog lords from our wrath. I know, I'm awesome like that. That's just what happens in a day for Drakfu. It's what happens. So I'm just going to follow her back because I can't remember if she actually gives a quest after this one. Can you hurry up a little bit, Watcher Lisa? Oh, I got places to be. I got quests to turn in. I got XP to get. I will admit, this is one of those things that I'm glad has been fixed in later expansions. Alright. Okay, so no, she doesn't. So, quick flying break while I head back to Zangarmarsh. Okay, we're back in Zangarmarsh. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests. Oh, come on. I keep on getting stuck on skulls. So, I think this one is going to go straight to Shadow Hunter Denjai. He be a Shadow Hunter. Alright. So, impending attack. Have you found proof of the ogre's intentions? Shadow Hunter Denjai examines the plans. I knew it! The stench of ogres always carries an implicit threat. Now that we have proof of their intentions, we must act before they do. So us or them. In order to end the Zangarmarsh threat, we must kill their leader, Overlord Gorefist. We'll do Sorry. We'll do better than that, though. We'll make an example of the Overlord and his followers. Go to Zangarmarsh stronghold and deal with our foes. The stronghold is located in a cave on a small island to the northwest of Zangarmarsh. You'll see a bridge made from a fallen mushroom beyond the Zangarmarsh camp. Show no mercy, Drakfu. They certainly won't spare any of us. Oh, and I have an additional quest. Message to the Daggerfen. Of all the Lost One tribes in Zangarmarsh, the Daggerfen are the most cunning and most aggressive. They are highly organized and make no secret of the fact that they desire control over the other Lost Ones in the marsh. Their attacks have already taken quite a toll on my scouts and messengers. I cannot afford to lose any more men. If we don't act soon, they'll have to complete control over their roads, and Zangarmarsh will be effectively surrounded. So we're sending a message to the Daggerfen as well. Let's go ahead and turn in the other quests to see if maybe we get some more.
How you
Nope. Here we go. So we got to turn in the biggest of them all. I'm sure the boy must have seen his days coming to an end. With all these new arrivals, the old order couldn't stand. It's just as well his spirit is at rest now. I believe this is for Mragesh.
Be careful, man.
Oh, cool. We can get, we'll get the Onslaught Elixir. And then pursuing Terrorclaw. At last, they say every great fisherman has a story of the one that got away. But I haven't yet met a creature I couldn't beat one way or another. There we go. So we now have brand spanking new quests. Only 2 of them, though. And that actually kind of worries me because we still have, let's see, 3 more quests to finish up Zangarmarsh. So really quick flying break while I make my way to Daggerfen Village. Okay, we are in Daggerfen Village now, and really all we need to do is kill off some assassins and some muck dwellers. So we're just going to go ahead and get things started. And just to make things a little quicker, I may just go ahead and speed this up. So, be right back. Okay, we are back. We finally got all the Daggerfen taken care of. Unfortunately, though, actually, we never did, because I think I killed off an assassin. So, really quick, let me just take care of the last Muck Dweller. Thank you, Muck Dweller. There we go. Now that we've taken care of that, we're going to head out to the Zangarmarsh stronghold to take care of all the ogres. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed things up here as well. So, be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back at Zabrajin. That took a while. We took care of the Daggerfen and the Zangarmarsh. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this in. Hi, Shadowhunter Denjai.
How you doing, man?
So, us or them? Your victory over the Zangarmarsh is to be celebrated, Drakfu. I wonder how long it will be before these Ogre brutes find themselves against bloodthirsty chieftain. Find themselves another bloodthirsty chieftain. No matter, we'll be ready for them. So I can either get that, or I can get a helm. And the helm is kind of better. So... oh, I guess I get it all. So... complete it all. There we go. And message to the Daggerfen. I think you've managed to send a fairly strong message to them. Perhaps now the rest of my men won't be so afraid to take the fight to the Daggerfen. Or if they are, they'll find themselves ashamed by their lack of bravery.
Spirits.
Okay, so we still have 3 quests left to do, but what I'm actually wondering is, I have at least 2 of them. At least I think I do. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to magic up really quick while I figure out where the remaining quests are. I'm actually kind of afraid I might... yeah, I'm going to go ahead and magic cut. I think there may be another quest hub, but I'm not sure. So, be right back. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so I actually did find a couple of quests that I can take on that need to be done in Zangarmarsh. So, first of all, I was actually able to find this from a rare drop in the Dead Mire called Withered Basidium. So, a close inspection of the Basidium reveals a number of indentations that might have once held something. The alien mass of fungus presents something of a puzzle. It's far from healthy, but you have little clue as to what function it might normally perform. Perhaps someone more familiar with the denizens of Zangarmarsh would be able to tell you more about the Basidium. Okay, so and then finally, the other one is, we actually missed one in Unberfen Village, and it is this Tauren, Kara Longmane. So we actually just need to escort her out. So let's go ahead and start that up.
Guide you.
Escape from Unberfen. You must help me get out of here. I was gathering herbs nearby when a handful of these savages abducted me. I tried to fight them off, but there were too many of them. Help me return to the Cenarian refuge and away from these cruel wretches and their vile magic.
Ancestors watch over you.
This is actually one I remember talking about in an earlier part, thinking it was Alliance only, which, now that I think about it, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because it's a Tauren that you're rescuing, so this should be available to the Horde. Unfortunately, this is like the old school escort quests, and she's just walking. Walking. I'm seriously. My mount moves faster than you! Oh, look. Yes, we won't get... so she says, looks like we won't get away so easily. Get ready. Yeah, it's basically to make this longer, you have to take out a couple of rounds of something. In this case, lost ones. Oh, now she runs. Thank you! Let's keep moving. We're not safe here. Yes, we're not! Let's move faster! Mount up, dude! Okay, well, do that at this point, because it's a female Tauren. Alright, well, at least she's running. I'll give her that. But again, my mount moves faster than you. What the heck? Here we go. We are really close to Cenarian Refuge. Can you stop? Oh, thank you. You stopped. Does this mean... Look out, Drakfu! Enemies ahead! Oh. Well, thanks, I guess. This of fury! We're almost to the refuge. Let's go! Are you really gonna make me go all the way? Okay. Well, I might as well just foot it with you. We're still a ways off from the Cenarian Refuge, lady. You can go ahead and run on your own. You're safe. I promise. There's just these giant bees. Bees. My God. And they're glowing. I agree, Kara Longmane. We're almost to the refuge. We could totally have ended this earlier. And we don't. There we go. Thank you. I can see my fellow druids from here. Thank you, Drakfu. I'm sure Yasiel will reward you for your actions. I'm sure she will as well. So it actually turns out that I need to go to both of these camps, both Swamp Rat as well as Cenarian Refuge, to turn these in. So let's go ahead and turn in these quests really quick. And right here is Yasiel Wingsinger.
Greetings.
So check escape from Umberfen. You rescued one of my druids. We could never repay you, Drakfu. You have my thanks as well as that of the expedition. And we get a Warden's Hammer for it. Checking up, I think those are, that's the dungeon quest, yep. Alright, so let's head over to Swamp Rat Post, and strangely enough, we get to turn it into Mr. Creepy with Reavage, because he's the one that can tell us about Basidium. What's Basidium, you ask? That's a very good question. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's similar to something along the lines of unobtainium. Alright.
What you want?
What is it you have there, Drakfu? It looks like the Basidium of a bog lord, but I have not seen one in this condition before. I'd heard that the giants and the dead Maya had begun to wither, but it's far more advanced than I had expected. The dead Maya was once a lake like others in the marsh. It had served as the spawning ground for the giants. With the waters receding, it seems the changes are preventing the giants from sporing. If this continues, the giants may disappear entirely. And there you go. You don't get an additional quest from it, but thankfully, one of our little errand boy quests can actually fill in the Mysteries of the Marsh achievement, so achievement hunters, don't worry. We're going to get that. And it just so happens that we're going to need to go into the next zone, which is Terrokarr Forest. So, really quick, I'm going to do a quick flying break while we make our way to the border, so we can have a nice little introduction into Terrokarr Forest. Okay, so we are here at the border of Zangarmarsh and Terrokarr Forest. So I think it's only appropriate to hit the ground from here because technically back in Burning Crusade days, as many people pointed out to me and asked that I do it this way, you actually were on the ground when you first discovered these zones. And I actually like the idea of coming in here on the ground to be able to showcase how they looked for you. And in particular, Terrokarr is a wonderful example because it actually has... Holy crap. This was the first ever sanctuary city that was introduced in an expansion. This is Shatrath City, or as I remember it being called a lot in the Burning Crusade, Captain Kirk City. Because Shatner. So we are in Shatrath City, and we actually our errand quest is actually going to take us a ways out. So I'm not sure if we're going to have a flight path to it or not. So I'm going to double check with Shatrath to see if maybe I can get there quicker.
Each day is a blessing.
No.
May your days
So,
be long.
and technically, I didn't showcase this before, but a lot of people kind of noticed it, is Shatrath is actually given to you as a default from here on in in the expansions as you level. So all the sanctuary cities are given that. So Shattrath, you get an immediate flight path in Outland. You get it to Dalaran in Wrath of the Lich King, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm actually probably going to have to hotfoot it over to Stonebreaker Hold, which is actually the Horde outpost. So I'm going to do a quick flying music while I make my way there. Welcome everybody to Stonebreaker Hold. This is the Horde outpost in Terrokarr Forest. So we're going to go ahead and turn this in to Mokasa. News for Zangarmarsh. It's about time he got that outpost up and running. We've lost far too many runners to Alliance Outriders. And boing! Mysteries of the Marsh. See, I told you that was going to be fixed. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm actually also going to do this. The Terror of Terrokarr. So that's the new achievement that we need to get. And let's go ahead and grab all of the achievements. Or not achievements, all the quests in Stonebreaker Hold. Because we got lots to do here. So, Grek. Let's see, Grek's crazy night.
Grek had a bad night last night. Shiny mummy man came into Grek's house and told Grek that he had to go to Mana Tombs in
Akandun. We're not going to take your quest, Grek. Sorry. So, wanted. Bone Lasher's dead. The Bone Lashers of the Bone Waste bit Mog and made him sick. Now he wants all of them destroyed. While they can be found throughout the wastes, they are known to congregate at Carrion Hill to the north. Return to Mog Grimshot after you've done the deed, and he'll give you a good reward. Okay, so we got that. Let's see, we have a quest over here for Malakaz. Vestments of the Wolf Spirit.
Generations ago, when orc clans still called Terrokarr Forest home, the wolf spirit played an important role in their lives. When the orcs departed, they no longer had any need for the spirit, and they left it behind. In time, the spirit grew lonely, and it too left the forest. I believe I can bring the wolf spirit back to its ancestral home, just as we orcs have returned. The ritual will require me to create vestments from the pelts of the wolves of the forest to guide the spirit back to its home.
So kind of a basic shamanism-esque quest. We're not taking your quest, Grek. Then we have Rikoria. Olemba seed oil. The oily seeds from the forest's Olemba trees could prove very valuable. I'd like to gather a larger quantity of them, press them for their oil, and let's see what I can do with it. Just think, there's a whole forest full of trees out there, producing a lot of seeds that go to waste. I don't care if it turns out to be cooking oil, lamp oil, or weapon oil. I won't let it go to waste. Bring me any of the seeds that you happen to gather from the Olomba cones. They're all over the place. Okay, so we need to take care of that. Then we have a bunch of quests in here. One from Advisor Phalia, or Phala. Oh, she has a couple. I must have made a misstep somewhere to be assigned here, so speak with Scout Nephthys. I am informed that one of our scouts near Grangulvar village is currently observing a shadowy band that has recently moved in there. Drakfu, I want you to speak with Scout Nephthys and see how you can assist her in figuring out what this unknown group is up to. Just head south out of here and then due west, skirting the north of the Bone Wastes. Her last report puts her position near the southern entrance to the village.
Hold your head high.
Okay, and then we also have Arakoa Warpath. The Arakoa have attacked us again, this time striking in the night and then using their dark magic to escape before we could charge out to meet them in numbers. They use their summoning circles to rescue their warriors from certain death, but they cannot run from us if we attack their homes. Vale Resk and Vale Shaenor lie to the north and to the northeast. Find these Arakoa nests and kill as many as you can. So this is the first time where we're actually going to be interacting with the Arakoa. They're here. This is kind of their nesting grounds. In Outland terms, Terrokarr is kind of a mixture of both what the current Draenor's Talador and Spires of Arak is. So at that point, that's why we have the Arakoa here too. But these are all corrupted Arakoa. You're not going to see like the purified ones.
Remember the sun.
And then Rokag.
Malakaz chatters incessantly about the historical importance of this forest, but I don't have the luxury of indulging in history until our present problems are settled. I'm not saying his work here isn't important, but someone has to see to the defenses and logistics of running the hold. And he has two, stymieing the Arakoa. We need to show the Arakoa that they cannot attack our people with impunity. If we don't stop them here, the roads will no longer be safe for our merchants, couriers, or soldiers. My scouts have identified the leaders of each of the major Arakoa settlements in the area. Seek out Ashkaz, Ayit, and Drak in Vale Resk, Vale Shanor, and Vale Skith, and kill them.
Be safe.
All right, and then we also have another quest from him. Surrender to the Horde.
The cowardly Arakoa attack us daily. They ambush our hunters and sometimes even raid inside our walls. They kill them when we kill them when we can, but their magic is strong and they often escape our warbands. I have learned that some Arakoa claim to be friendly with the Horde. They live in Shattrath City to the northwest. Rilak the Redeemed is their leader. Search for him in the lower city, and when you find him, demand his surrender.
May your blades never
Okay.
dull.
Then we also have one from Kurgatok. And he has two as well. So,
Be wary, monk. The forest is full of hidden dangers and potential enemies.
an unwelcome presence.
Our forces at Thrallmar thought they had the Fell Orcs contained in the Hellfire Citadel area, but the recent arrivals at the ruins to the east say otherwise. We can't permit them to gain a foothold here. Rokag has dispatched Shadowstalker Cade to the ruins to keep an eye on them, but we have to do something to keep them from digging in. Go to the ruins, decimate their peons, and then look for Cade in the trees to the north. He'll tell you where to go from there.
Okay, and then we also have magical disturbances.
There's nothing more annoying than preparing to cast a spell, only to have it interrupted by some unseen force. After the fourth time, I knew it couldn't be coincidence, and I sent Kebezel out to investigate. I guarantee you'll never encounter an imp that talks back more than Keb. Anyway, he'd managed to find the source of the problem, a pesky creature known as a warp stalker. They have a habit of disturbing the magical energy whenever they blink into existence. I've had enough of their interference.
Okay, so we got to take care of some warp stalkers as well. Let me just check around here too, because there might be additional quests. Nope. And we're not taking the one for Manitombs. So, with that though, that's actually going to go ahead and do it for this episode. I know that we had to skip a lot, but I tried to keep it down to a minimum as much as possible. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch The Tale of Drakfu and all of the other stuff that I produce on this channel. And of course, I will see you guys next time for the next part in The Tale of Drakfu.